So where do things stand right now in terms of keeping the ceasefire together, long term?
Well, President Trump's doctrine of peace through strength has never mattered more than it does now. These terrorists are trying to challenge the ceasefire and see how much they can get away with. And Israel cannot let them get away with such a serious violation of the ceasefire, or they will keep doing it. Let's remember, we're dealing with Hamas that is trying to rebuild its terrorist army now in violation of the Trump peace plan. I think Hamas still thinks it's dealing with President Obama. Hamas is still holding onto one of the bodies of a hostage it killed and abducted in 2014 during a humanitarian ceasefire. That ceasefire was underwritten by the United States. Hamas violated it and made a mockery of the United States. And I think Hamas doesn't realize President Trump means business. And the whole world is going to be looking now to see how the US and Israel respond, because if you let these terrorists walk all over you, then that's going to doom the peace plan we need so much to end this war.
So what do we know about the lines of communication? I know that there are the open channels between Israel and the United States. Are there similar channels of communication that are open between Hamas and Israel, or Hamas and the United States?
No, Israel and the United States have a strong line of communication because we're strong allies. In fact, I think the Vice President and Witkoff are going to be on their way to the Middle East soon to work out how we make sure this is a lasting peace. Israel does not have direct dialogue with Hamas. That has been mediated in the talks by the United States. And those talks led to President Trump's 20-point peace plan. And Israel is demanding the full implementation of that plan, every single point. Disarmament, demilitarization, deradicalization. We want this to be the last Gaza war. But if Hamas thinks it can keep getting away with violating the ceasefire, popping out of tunnels and shooting at Israeli troops, we're going to be dragged back into another war. We don't want that to happen. The peace plan has to be implemented in full.
So that line of communication between Hamas and Israel all goes through, say, Qatar and Turkey at this point.
Qatar and Turkey have been the mediators of the peace agreement. For too long, Qatar and Turkey were actively taking Hamas's side in this conflict, and it's a tragedy that it took 2 years for them to say enough is enough. Hamas has to free the hostages, and now they need to say, Hamas, enough is enough. You need to lay down your arms. You need to give up power. You need to let the whole Middle East move forward towards a better future.
Eylon Levy, thank you so much.
Thank you.